Well, I was elected president of the club in 1970, 71, and just as I was to be installed as president, the big fire came through what they call the Kitchen Creek Fire, and Kiwanis got very involved with the fire department, and we ended up putting an addition onto the fire station, and we raised about $20,000 for new radio equipment. And then that extension went onto the fire station. We expanded it out another 20 feet, and that was all done through donations of people, mainly people down in San Diego. I have a letter still this day from the fire department, the commissioners, thanking us for all the work we did that year on the deal. Then as things went along, I was elected lieutenant governor in 76, 77, and it seemed like every time I took an office, some disaster came along, and it was the first time there was a big flood that washed out Highway 80, or Highway 8, over by not Warner Springs, Borrego Springs, and one of the people got, one of the families, their house got flooded, and Division 31 and two clubs out of it took over and redone their home for them. And then as other things went along, I think it was the year Ron Alt was president, we were asked to refurbish an orphanage down in Baja California, and the one thing that stands out about that was Rick Dreyer, as we all know, was a very good plumber, and we took and, or I should say he did, it was his crew, took all this plastic pipe out and redid it with copper pipe. And the funny thing about that whole thing was he got all finished, and he went in to check to make sure everything. They put in a new hot water heater, and he went in and he flushed the toilet, and the hottest water you ever saw in the world. He connected the hot water and the cold water going into that toilet, so he had to redo that. Grant joined our club, and I had been involved in a couple of golf tournaments, and I went to Mark and I said, Mark, let's start a golf tournament for Children's Hospital and call it the Miracle Mile of Quarters Golf Tournament. And Mark was just overly anxious to get started. And as it went along, it kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We went from one golf course to filling up 2 golf courses, and it's been going great. We've raised over $700,000, but with the economy getting like it is now, we've had to go back to just one course, and it's been great. Dave Kiebert handled the thing for quite a while. Dick Brown and Ray are working it this year, so I'm so proud of Mark and what it's done for Children's Hospital. The 3rd largest club in Cal Neva, and boy, it wouldn't surprise me if we keep going at the rate we are, we will be #1 in Cal Neva.